Hello everyone, welcome to Recipes Galore. Today in our kitchen we are going to be making turtle cheesecake brownie bites. Yes, they're going to be yum. I have made these before and they are very popular at the parties, and I've had requests to make these. They're very simple, very easy, but it's kind of time consuming because we're going to put them in these little bitty containers. Now you don't have to put them in the little bitty muffin. This is like a little muffin tin, and I had these pretty little gold ones that I bought when I went, I think it was Christmas, and you know they come like 100 to a pack and you don't use 100 at a time, so I had some left over, so this is what I'm using. And this has foil on the outside. I like the foil on the outside because the paper ones, like this one, they kind of, the moisture kind of seeps through to the pan sometimes. So just so you know, just a little tip. If you can find some with the foil on the outside, I like them a little better. That doesn't mean that you have to use them. I'm just giving you my opinion. Okay? So, for our ingredients today, we are going to need some cream cheese. We need one, how many ounces is this? One 8-ounce package of this, of cream cheese. You need your favorite brownie mix. If you make brownies from scratch, that works too. Your favorite brownie mix, this just makes it a whole lot easier. We need a half a cup of vegetable oil. We're going to follow the recipe right here on the back of this box for the brownies, which says we need 3 large eggs, 1/4 cup of water, and a half cup of vegetable oil. So we're just going to follow the recipe on this box for the brownies. For the cream cheese, the cheesecake part, we need 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese, 1 egg, and I like to put vanilla in mine. You don't have to put vanilla in yours. I like flavor. That's just me. So I put a tablespoon of vanilla in there, and I'll show you my vanilla because I like making my own vanilla. But I'll show you when we get to that part. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the brownie because it's the easiest part. So I'm just going to open this up and try not to break the nail. And if you're listening to me on Facebook, hello, hello. If you're listening to me on YouTube, hello, hello. Hello to all my subscribers and all my friends. We're just going to open this up. And whoops, okay. Let me move the camera back so you can see what I'm doing. Alrighty then. Now, can you see me? There we go. Okay, so we're just gonna pour this in here. Now the brownies, it doesn't take too much. It doesn't take a mixer. Don't mix it with a mixer because it kind of messes up unless you want a cake-like brownie. I like the fudgy brownies, so I mix it with the silicone spoon, a spatula spoon, whatever. I like the silicone because it doesn't stick as much to the silicone. Now, we're going to take out 3 eggs. Going to pour them in there. And our 4th cup of water. Pour it in there. And our half cup, be careful with that, of oil. And we're going to pour it all in. And we're going to take our spatula. And we're just going to stir it until it gets all mixed up together. Doesn't take a whole lot of stirring. Because like I said, I like mine fudgy. That's just why I bought the chewy fudge kind. Yeah, that's the kind of, they have several different. They have the chocolate, the milk chocolate, the fudgy, the extra fudgy, the turtle, the this, the that. They make brownies in all kinds of of mixtures nowadays. So I just get the kind that tried and true for me. And we're almost done with this. Just make sure this egg is and there we go. How easy was that? Less than 5 minutes, your brownies are ready to go in the oven. Easy peasy. Now, this part, da, 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 da. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot, for the cheesecake, we need the Eagle brand milk. Now, I like using sweetened condensed milk. You can buy the Eagle brand kind. I grew up on this particular kind. They have so many different varieties of sweetened condensed milk out there now. But this is, until I was like an adult, I didn't know that this was called sweetened condensed milk, because my mom and my grandparent, my grandmother, everybody, my aunts, they all called it Eagle brand milk. So I'm going to the store, I need some Eagle brand milk. And somebody's like, what is that? I said, you don't have any Eagle brand milk? And they're like, what is Eagle brand milk? I didn't know it was called sweetened condensed milk. Who knew? I didn't. Anyway, we're going to use half of this. Now, if you want to double your recipe, use 2 of these to a whole can of this. I use this because it gives extra moisture to the brownies. Excuse me. And because I don't have to use sugar. So I'm going to just go pour half a can in there. Okay, it's all over my fingers now. And we're going to take our cheese. Now, a little advice on the cheese is let it soften a couple of hours, let it get room temperature. Okay. See, I'm going to try to put this in here so it won't splat against this milk. Kind of gently ease it down in there. Okay. Yeah, because I could just see that splashing right back up in my face. Yeah, I didn't want that. But, yes. So, excuse me, I don't know what is going on in my throat other than allergies. Now, let's get our egg. We need 1 egg. And my vanilla. I promised you I was going to show you my vanilla. For those of you who haven't seen this before, I make my own vanilla. It's about 25, 26 vanilla beans in here. And some vodka. It's not expensive vodka, just plain vodka. And you look inside, you see all those beans in there? And I've been brewing, I keep saying brewing, but this has been sitting on my shelf since the 18th of December. It takes a good 60 days. The longer it sits, the more flavorful it gets. So I just take out what I need and keep it rolling. Move all my vanilla beans out of the way so I can get to this. And there we go. Tablespoon of vanilla. And now we're going to mix it. There we go. Now, I love this little thing. It's an immersion blender. But this little spigot came with, this little attachment came with it. I love it. So, be careful not to splash this everywhere. If you're going to make this until the creaminess. This is loud, that's why I'm not talking. told you, anybody can do this. All right, let me put this over here. Now, this is what I have in my bowl. So I have my brownie mix and I have my cheesecake mix. Now, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. This is how we're going to make it turtle brownies. Now, when I get ready to put them in my cups, I'm gonna sprinkle a couple of nuts. These are pecans, chopped pecans. You can use walnuts if you like walnuts in yours. You can use no nuts at all. But I don't like the caramel spread. Some of the brownie mixes come with the turtle brownie already mixed together, and they have this little caramel swirl that you put in there that doesn't taste like caramel to me. I go get the real thing. I use these little caramels, and I cut it up into little bitty pieces. I cut it in I cut this little thing, I cut it in half, then cut it in half, cut it into fours. And let me show you what the bag looks like. Now, I like these, but give you another hint, another tip. Kraft makes these little caramels that look like there's the same consistency as these. It's about this size, but they come in little circles, and you can find them in the baking aisle where the baking chips, where the chocolate chips and the butterscotch chips and the peanut butter chips and all those chips are. Or if they don't have them, go in the candy aisle. Same thing. Same thing. They didn't have any today. Guess what? My mama always told me, one monkey don't stop no show. Hello, monkey. This show is still going on. So, if they don't have the little nuggets, the little round circles, go get you these and just cut them up. Improvise. Make it do. Make it do what it do. That's what school I'm from. I'm from the school to make it do what it do. Now, we're going to put the brownie mix in here first. I have my these lined with cupcakes. It's just easier to clean up. It's easier storage. It's just easier than cleaning up this whole pan when brownies get in there. Trust me, been there, done that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, hold on, let me set my bowl over here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to put it down in the bottom. So we're going to fill this up first with our brownie mix. And it doesn't take but a little bit because it's going to rise up, and you have to have room for your cream cheese to go on top. Now you can make these in regular size muffin pans if you prefer to have a bigger muffin. I just like these because they're bite size and they're good to go, you know, at parties. You know, I know I get to a party and something that may look good that really doesn't taste good, and I got a big large portion of it on my plate, I feel obligated to eat it. When you have a little bite size like this and you don't like it, you can just leave it on the plate and they think it's leftovers. So that's my theory on this. I don't know if you all have experienced that or not, but that's my theory. I will say, let me try. Let me see, Donna. You're asking, is it a tablespoon? Let me grab my tablespoon and I'll measure it out and see if it's a tablespoon. I think, yeah, it's gonna be less than a tablespoon. Hold on. I think maybe half of this. Yeah, probably more like a teaspoon than a tablespoon. A half a tablespoon, whatever that is. Because I know it takes 3 teaspoons to make, let's see, a teaspoon and a half? It takes 3 teaspoons to make a tablespoon. So I'd say teaspoon and a half. Now that you got me, let me use my other and see if my theory is right. Okay, got a tablespoon and a half. Okay, let's see if our theory is right, because that's what we do in the kitchen. We experiment. We're gonna find out today. Let's see. I got a teaspoon. I'd say a teaspoon. About a teaspoon, Donna. Because that's about all you need is a teaspoon. A little heaping teaspoon, yeah. So, but you know me, I eyeball everything. And because I've already tested this recipe, I know exactly how much I need to put in here. But for the sake of those who don't eyeball, use a teaspoon of brownie dough and put it in the bottom of your little muffin cups. I like the little bite-sized muffins. Now, right about now, you might want to preheat your oven. We're going to cook these on 350 degrees. So once you get your brownies in there, or you can start before, turn it on before you get started with mixing. But my oven is already on, because I always start at the beginning of my recipe, turning my oven on. So, but this is going to make, of the little ones, it's going to make about 60 little bites. So, if it's only you at home, I hope you have somebody to share with. And if you really love them, then don't share it all. It's up to you. All right. Now that we have that in there, I'm going to take my nuts. Put that aside. I have some pecans. I'm going to drop 2 or 3 in there because it's just a bite. I don't want to pile them off in there. Take 2 or 3 and just kind of put them in there in the middle. Just enough to say, ooh, there was some nuts in there. So, whoops, somebody got an extra nut. It just fell in another bowl. So we're gonna take these little nuts and just kind of disperse them in here. And like I said, it's easy recipe. It's just kind of time consuming. So now we're gonna take one of these, and it's gonna be on the inside. So when they bite into it, it's gonna be chewy and gooey and nutty. I'm just gonna put one in each because it's big enough. When it melts, it's gonna spread out a little bit. And I like put it in the middle, because if you put it on the bottom before you put the brownie mix in, it tends to, the metal tends to melt it, and then it becomes real, as it's cooking, it becomes real hard. Trust me, I have experimented in my kitchen. Can you send some brownies to Dallas? Yes, I can. If the mailman will let me. I tried to send some jam the other day and he told me no. It's all because of this COVID thing, so I apologize profusely to my child who didn't get his jam. And now, let me show you what it looks like. There you have your little turtles. Now we're going to put the cream cheese, again, a little teaspoon will do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, let's see if this is going to work for me. I'm pouring. I'm just going to pour a little enough to cover the top, because it's going to rise. It has egg in it, and it's going to rise, and the brownie is going to rise. I'm trying not to make a big mess, so I usually just do this by spoon, and I thought this would be quicker. Again, experiment in the kitchen. There we go. I think this is going to be quicker with me doing it with a spoon. This is going to get on my nerves and take all day. So I'm going to do this with my spoon like I started to. There we go. That's moving faster already. So if you have questions, bad mailman. Yes, bad mailman. But I understand and wanting to keep everybody safe. I understand that. So once you get this done, you're ready to put it in the oven, and you cook it for about 15 minutes. Please, please, please check your oven, because everybody's oven does not cook the same temperature. It does not cook the same way. My old oven when I lived in Dallas was gas. Love my gas stove. Here I have a convection oven which cooks extremely faster, like 5 to 10 minutes depending on the recipe. And I've had some dried out food because my oven, my recipe said put it on there for 10 minutes. I put it on there for 10 minutes, and I come back in 10 minutes and I got a piece of rawhide coming out of the oven. So test your oven, know your oven when you start baking. And put a little bit more in that one. So, but this, if you take this to one of your parties, because I know there's going to be a whole lot of partying going on once we get done with the COVID-19. There's going to be a whole lot of parties going on. So if you take this to your party, I promise you, you'll be a hit. You'll be a hit of the party. And everybody will be asking you, what's that recipe? I need me some of these. Can you make me some more? Almost done, almost done, almost done. Last one. Let's see. Put a little bit more in here. Just making sure everybody got full coverage. Now, when they rise up, they're gonna look so pretty because the cream cheese goes over to the, come out of there. I'm talking to my spoon. It dropped into the bowl. When it rises up, the chocolate kind of pokes its head up in the middle. So you have this little chocolate dot in the middle, and it's like the cream cheese is around the side. It looks so cute, and everybody wonder, how in the world did you do that? It just happened. This is ready to go into the oven, and we're all done. So I hope you have enjoyed this recipe today, and I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be cooking some French toast casserole. Bonnie says, I always bring dessert when I am invited somewhere. My specialty is tiramisu. That right there, that's yummy. Tiramisu, oh my gosh. My husband loves tiramisu. I'm telling y'all, that's his favorite. Anytime we go to an Italian restaurant, they said, do you want dessert? I don't have room for them, but I'm going to take me some tiramisu home. So we always get tiramisu. So I feel you on that one, Giovanni. But I'm gonna go put these into the oven. You all have a great day. I will come back, and when it's finished, I will add the video of the finished product in the comments so that you can see what the finished product is. And oops, excuse me. If you all haven't done so already, you can go on my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/AskTheNanny. And you can find this recipe and other recipes there that might interest you. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe while you're there. And we will see you all tomorrow where we're going to make some French toast casserole. It's going to be yummy too. Now the French toast casserole is in 2 parts. So you have to come back Friday and Saturday morning because it has to soak overnight. And then we do something else too before we put it in the oven on Saturday morning. So I will see you all on tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here. Same time, same place. And you all have a great day. Here are the results of our brownie. I'm going to peel this back so you can see it. Let's see. There we go. And look at that caramel coming out of there. A nice ooey gooey turtle brownie bite. Now I'm going to split this open so you can see the inside. Your nuts in there and your caramels in there. And for the taste test, yum. Now, once your brownies cool off, to store them, put them in the refrigerator because it is cheese. Put it in the refrigerator. Unless, of course, you're going to eat them all before you get to the refrigerator. It's up to you. We'll see you again soon for another Recipes Galore.